people who come to Earth with the mission of helping to save humanity are the chosen ones who go through so much pain and suffering. They often endure a life full of suffering for no apparent reason. They struggle to achieve what most people obtain with ease. It seems that a malevolent spirit with a dark cloud follows them everywhere, stealing their rewards and keeping them in misery. The chosen ones face immense challenges trying to fix a broken system and heal broken people. They care deeply and give much, but seem to receive nothing but pain and suffering in return. The chosen ones, like Christ, for example, came to earth to help and save humanity. But even he, who was God's Son, was persecuted, mocked, and crucified. The chosen are bound to face many problems. That is the price to pay. Most people see the chosen ones as weak saviors who can't save themselves. They are often seen as crazy individuals who don't know what they're talking about. However, most of the chosen ones are spiritually awakened and wise beyond their years. They understand why they are on earth and why their journey is so painful, having accepted their path, while others struggle to believe and accept their chosen status. Let's consider some concrete examples from real life. Martin Luther King Jr. fought tirelessly for civil rights and racial equality in the United States, facing constant persecution, death threats, and even imprisonment. Despite his commitment to nonviolence and justice, he was assassinated. However, his legacy continues to inspire social justice movements around the world. Mahatma Gandhi led the struggle for Indian independence through nonviolent resistance. He was imprisoned several times and faced enormous opposition and hardship. However, his dedication to truth and nonviolence left a lasting impact and led to India's independence. Nelson Mandela spent 27 years in prison for his fight against apartheid in South Africa. Even in prison, he maintained his vision of a free and equal country. After his release, he became South Africa's first black president and worked to reconcile a divided nation. Malala Yousafzai, a young Pakistani woman, fought for girls' right to education. She was shot by the Taliban for her advocacy, but survived and continued her campaign on a global level. She became the youngest recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize and continues to fight for girls' education around the world. Mother Teresa dedicated her life to caring for the poor, sick, and dying in the slums of Calcutta, India. Despite extreme hardship and lack of resources, she founded the Missionaries of Charity and became a global symbol of compassion and selfless service. If you are a chosen one and know that you have a crucial mission to fulfill here on earth, understand that pain and suffering are part of your destiny. Your spirit is and always will be strong, because God is strong, but the flesh is weak. The body struggles to accept this life it has chosen, and therefore fights and resists. You can bow down and pray to God and the universe to relieve you of your problems, but you have to go through it. You can't turn back now. Destiny is not the path you chose for yourself, but the path you chose for yourself before you came here. You can't go back now. Life isn't easy for the chosen ones. You often face pessimists and skeptics. But remember, the universe has not abandoned you. In my early days, many doubted me, but now they are beginning to understand what I was talking about. The protests, COVID-19, lockdowns, and the state of emergency on our planet. All of this is unfolding because the chosen ones are returning for the final showdown. The chosen ones are here to remind humanity. Let love guide you, not fear. Prioritize spirituality over materialism, because all material things are temporary. Cars, mansions, even those fancy clothes are fleeting. The only lasting thing is the love in your heart. The matrix is falling apart because it lacks the truth, and you are all about the truth. Keep celebrating, because it will only get better for us. You don't need to save humanity alone. You need to save yourselves first. You didn't come here to be a martyr, but to live vibrantly for what you believe in. Every day, Live your best life. Distance yourself from the fear-driven matrix media. Avoid the illusions of race and division. To all the chosen ones who prioritize self-care, grow their own fruits and vegetables, and embrace the spiritual battle, you are supported. The universe works in favor of those who courageously follow their hearts. Remember, not everyone will awaken at the same time. Each person on this planet is learning different lessons at different stages. Allow people to experience life at their own pace. You're not crazy, you're just waking up. Keep waking up every day. Don't worry if they call you a conspiracy theorist or label you crazy. After all, they also called Tesla crazy. As a chosen one, prepare to be loved and admired by many. Prepare for crowds to follow you when they see you making a difference. But also prepare for suffering. Prepare to be ridiculed. Prepare for a painful and cruel life. This is the cup that the chosen one must bear. People will conspire against you. They will plot to imprison you. Friends will betray you, and others will deny even knowing you. Most people will not like your path. Among your own people, you will find no honor. Few of your friends and family will support your soul's mission, and some will wish you to fail. Many will see your light and refuse to give you the support and opportunities to succeed. Society will not appreciate your kindness and empathy. They will see it as a weakness and try to take advantage of you. Some will call you foolish or naive for being so kind. Malicious people will intentionally put obstacles in your way, just to slow you down. Malevolent spirits in the spiritual realm will not want your divine mission to be fulfilled. They will block your path to prevent you from achieving your goals. You are here for a powerful mission, and the enemy knows and sees this. The enemy will make it their mission to stop, block, or distract you from your purpose. It will be constant spiritual warfare. They will fight and work against you day after day. You must recognize what is happening and draw up a plan to respond. Remember, you are a warrior. Consider the example of Joseph from the Bible. His own brothers, jealous of his dreams and his favored position with their father, sold him into slavery. However, despite being falsely accused and imprisoned, Joseph remained faithful to his divine purpose. Eventually, he rose to a position of great power in Egypt, where he saved many from famine, including his own family. Think of David, who was chosen to be king, but spent years being persecuted by Saul, who tried to kill him out of jealousy and fear. Despite the constant threat to his life, David trusted in God's plan and eventually became one of Israel's greatest kings. Look at the life of Jesus Christ, who, despite his miracles and teachings of love and compassion, faced immense opposition. He was betrayed by Judas, denied by Peter, and crucified by those he came to save. However, through his sacrifice, he fulfilled his mission of salvation for humanity. These examples show that being chosen often comes with immense trials and suffering. However, they also demonstrate that perseverance and faith in God's plan lead to ultimate victory and the fulfillment of God's purpose. The life of a chosen one is a constant spiritual war, and without your spiritual weapons, you don't stand a chance. Your weapons in this battle are prayer, fasting, meditation, and reading holy books. It's positive thoughts and the constant rebuke of the enemy. It's laughing in the enemy's face when his weapons fail against you. You need to constantly pray to God to send angels to go before you. You need to be immersed in the holy books so that you don't fall for the enemy's tricks and traps. It is essential to meditate daily to hear the voice of God, your soul, and the universe trying to guide you. Stay strong no matter what happens. Stay focused so that you don't stumble and fall. When the going gets tough, don't wait for God to come and save you. There is a God inside you, so that makes you a God. Be a God and save yourself. Don't wait for an angel to come and rescue you from the mouth of the enemy. You are the angel sent here to help many people, so save yourself. You want to keep everyone happy and everything in order, but make sure you treat yourself with the same care. Save yourself by being wise and using discernment in everything you do. Don't trust people too easily. Keep a low profile and do your work quietly. Stay away from people who refuse to help or support your mission. Stay away from negative people with bad intentions, so that they don't contaminate you with their negative thoughts and energies. If you feel that someone is envious, jealous, or hateful towards you, keep your distance from them. You will suffer and continue to suffer if you surround yourself with them. Don't show weakness, because when you show weakness, you lose the fight. You are stronger than anyone who tries to hurt or oppress you. If you know your power, it radiates and others can see it. If you can see your power and how powerful you really are, you won't be shaken. This message is your confirmation for the week. Expect an unexpected miracle. It may not seem likely, but believe that it will happen. We are all chosen in our own right. A chosen one is simply someone who chooses themselves, who remembers that they are a spiritual being having a human experience. More and more people are waking up to this realization. They are choosing themselves, remembering their spiritual essence, and ready to claim their power. However, it is not uncommon for the chosen ones to find themselves in difficult situations, feeling unstable because this path is not easy. When you awaken to your true divine nature, you begin to see that there is more to life than we have been told. You begin to refuse to be just another brick in the wall, another robot in the crowd. It can be scary because once you know this truth, you can't go back to your old life. I remember realizing that I couldn't just walk down the high street without feeling that everything was a bit boring. I had to change my life completely, asking myself if my job and career were really what I was meant to be doing. Many chosen ones feel trapped. But remember, there's always a way out. And I'm living proof of that. My life is a testimony that everything will work out in the end. I followed my heart and trusted my intuition, seeing that something was deeply wrong with the way society worked. As Krishnamurti said, "It is no measure of health to be well adjusted to a profoundly sick society." When you awaken, you may feel alone because you are overcoming everything. Your old beliefs, your city, even your country. It's scary, but fear doesn't serve us. Love does. So choose love above all else. For those who are stepping into their dreams, pursuing their passions, it's going to be scary, but do it anyway. Feel the fear and do it anyway, because your future self will thank you for having the courage to pursue the life you deserve. Even as a chosen one, it's normal to feel fear, but you don't have to cling to it. There comes a time when you realize that your uniqueness is not a curse, but a gift. You are on a different vibration, destined to see the world differently. Sometimes when you don't fit in, it's because you're meant to stand out. The pains and sufferings of the chosen ones are deeply connected to the experience of Jesus Christ. How many times have we talked about how He is the only one who knows and can understand all our pain and suffering? How many times did He seek out and help others, not only because of His compassion, but also because of His empathy? Even before He realized His great gift of atonement, He had experienced many of the pains and sufferings of those He lived with on earth. He faced rejection and knew how the countless lepers and outcasts He healed felt. Jesus Christ experienced the pain of losing someone He loved, His cousin John the Baptist, and cried with Mary and Martha. He knew loneliness, pain, cruelty, betrayal, and many of the other trials we still face today. Because of His infinite atonement, He also understands the pain and suffering that comes with individual trials that He didn't necessarily personally experience on earth. No matter how we look at it, He is the most empathetic judge and comforter. When we go through challenges on earth, we begin to feel a loving connection with others who have faced similar struggles. This connection makes us more empathetic and compassionate, reflecting Christ's empathy. For the chosen ones, this journey is similar. Their scars are proof that they have been forged to understand and help. They experience pain and suffering not just for themselves, but so that they can guide and heal others. The more trials they face, the greater their love and empathy becomes, even for those whose struggles they don't know personally. This is the essence of being a chosen one, to use one's own pain as a path to the healing and redemption of others, following the example of Jesus Christ. Like Christ, the chosen ones are called to face and overcome challenges with courage and faith. They are prepared for this. Every scar, every pain, every struggle is a testimony to their strength and ability to uplift others. They are living proof that, despite adversity, it is possible to emerge stronger and wiser, ready to fulfill the divine mission of helping humanity find its way. Reflecting recently on specific challenges in my life, I realized how these challenges have changed the way I interact with and care for others. These experiences, as difficult as they have been, have helped me to develop empathy and the ability to minister in a way that would otherwise not have been possible. Experiencing the loneliness and challenges of being one of the older members in a group of young single adults gave me the ability to better connect with a single brother I was assigned to minister to years later in a family community. Facing the difficulty of adapting to the lifestyle changes that come with a new food intolerance made me more aware of the dietary needs of others and gave me a more careful perspective when planning food-related activities or delivering meals. The experience of having a premature baby in the neonatal ICU opened my eyes to a challenge that I had underestimated when others faced it, allowing me to offer better support and advice, as well as forming friendships with other parents who have crossed the same path since then. Having a child diagnosed with a serious illness has increased my desire to really reach out and offer support to exhausted parents who, out of necessity, have become amateur doctors and nurses while caring for their child's medical condition. I consider the growing love I have for others and my now personal knowledge of when spoken or unspoken help is most needed to be great blessings resulting from my trials, big or small. These experiences have enabled me to minister to and care for others in a deeper and more meaningful way, reflecting the empathy that the chosen should have. The older I get, the more I believe that the chosen ones are never truly alone during a trial. Satan tries to make us feel isolated, lonely, and hopeless, but these feelings can be countered by knowing that other chosen ones have gone through something similar and understand your pain on some level. That's why so many of us turn to support communities, full of people who understand our trials and with whom we can identify. Trials teach the chosen many things, such as patience, faith, perseverance, and diligence. While these outcomes are often highlighted in the scriptures, with stories such as Nephi's mistreatment by his brothers, Abinadi's testimony, and Alma and Amulek's experiences with the wicked people of Ammonihah, we can also see evidence of Christian empathy resulting from trials. For example, think of Alma, the father, who saw his son begin to walk the same wicked path he had walked as King Noah's priest. His own experiences probably contributed to the great love and concern he had for his son and his choices. This capacity for empathy is a characteristic of the chosen. Perhaps Ammon's ability to serve and love King Lamoni and his servants came from his experience of feeling God's love after he and his brothers had spent so many years disobeying the commandments and mistreating those who believed in God. The experience of personal transformation allows the chosen to connect deeply with others. Although our goal as chosen ones is to learn from and appreciate trials as we face them, often we can only recognize the good when we look back, just as I did with my diary. These reflections reveal the growth and wisdom acquired along the way. It's like when parents say, One day you'll understand when you have children of your own. There are some things we simply can't understand unless we've lived them. But once we do, it's as if a light bulb of recognition and understanding goes on, and we understand what others have tried to tell us. So the next time a trial comes along and you're looking for something positive, try to think of how much more kindness, love, empathy, and wisdom you'll have to share because of that experience. As a chosen one, your trials are not just challenges. They are opportunities to grow and help, reflecting divine light and compassion in the world. In general, despairing in the face of a trial does nothing to help overcome it. On the contrary, it can even make the situation worse. Despair compromises reason and creates inner monsters. If the trial is a problem, despair is an even bigger problem. We can look at the trials we face in two ways: through the lens of the world or through a Christian lens. If we see trials only through the world's myopic lens, we will certainly feel discouraged. On the other hand, if we look through the crystal clear and precise lens of God's Word, we will be overcome with perseverance. Let go of despair. In the letter of St. James, we find a precious instruction. My brothers, consider it a source of great joy that you are going through various trials, for you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. With this perspective from James, even the way we look at the trial changes, no longer with regret or despair, but with joy. In another passage, we have a similar instruction. We also rejoice in tribulations, because we know that tribulation produces perseverance. Perseverance leads to approved virtue, and approved virtue blossoms into hope, and hope does not disappoint us. For the elect, these words are especially relevant. Despairing in the face of trials not only intensifies the suffering, but also distracts from the greater purpose of these difficulties. Trials are not just obstacles. They are opportunities for spiritual growth. Facing them with faith and joy rather than despair strengthens perseverance and hope. Remember, many are called, but few are chosen. If you feel this call, embrace it, even if it makes you nervous or scared. Not everyone can see the truth, even if they have eyes to see it. You have the ability to see through the illusion, the Maya of this world. Be grateful for that every day. Being a chosen one isn't just about the struggles. It's about the journey, the expansion, and the freedom that comes with stepping out of the box. People come and go, but the real ones will stay. When you find your tribe, your community, you will see that you are not alone. You are part of a global network of souls who see the world exactly as you do. So there's no need to be afraid anymore. Embrace the path you have chosen. And remember, many are called, but few are chosen. You are one of the few. Be grateful for that. And that's why it's so good to be alive. The world has given you many scars, but these scars are proof that you are truly chosen. You have the power to heal and save yourself and others. Because of the pain and suffering you have endured, you are now able to help others navigate difficult times. You've suffered a lot, which is why you can take care of those who are going through similar problems and become the helping hand or friend you wish you had. You were made for it. Look back over your life, and you'll see that you got up every time you were knocked down. You are more than capable of facing the various storms in your life. Your suffering is part of the deliberate plan and foreknowledge of the universe. You are suffering now so that you can overcome evil. No matter what the world does to try to hurt or destroy you, you will always rise stronger and more powerful than before. Even if you find yourself at rock bottom, the chosen ones always rise. Everything that has tried to hold you back and every obstacle placed in your path will become a stepping stone to success. Your soul has chosen this path because you are more than capable. Don't give up on your soul now. Your spirit is willing, just like your body, to keep fighting. Your temporary suffering is nothing compared to the glory that will be revealed to you when it's all over. Just trust in the path you are walking. So, my chosen friends, the end is near. The apocalypse is upon us because you have chosen to break with a broken system. You are the pioneers of a new world. Recognize your power and keep feeling good about being alive. Your mission, although challenging, is one that you accepted before coming to Earth. Embrace your path, knowing that your suffering is not in vain, but a testament to your spiritual strength and purpose. Stay strong and trust that your sacrifices are part of a divine plan to bring light and healing to the world. Today I want to end with a passage from the Word of God. Although outwardly we are wearing out, inwardly we are being renewed day by day. For our light and momentary sufferings are producing for us an eternal glory that far outweighs them all. So we fix our eyes not on what is seen, but on what is unseen. For what is seen is transitory, but what is unseen is eternal. So let's not lose heart. Count on my prayers.